So what fair trade is purchasing quality products that protect the environment and improve lives. Fair trade is a certification, and every single product, some great examples are sugar, soccer balls, coffee, cocoa, tea, quinoa. There's a huge list. But they're products that carry a fair trade label. That means that product was produced in an environmentally sustainable way, and the farmers and workers that worked so hard to make that product were fairly paid for their time. The final component of fair trade is, in addition to receiving a fair price for the product, there's a social premium that as a community, so either as farmers in a co-op or workers on a farm, or farmers in a community selling to the same exporter, the community decides how to use the social premium. So in addition to the price you pay for the product, it's, in coffee for example, 20 cents extra per pound of green coffee goes into a fund. That community can decide what their biggest needs are and fund those needs. So it's not an outside organization saying, oh, you should build schools, or an outside organization saying, oh, you should really invest in, you should really invest in water purification systems. Those are both great projects, but who knows better what the needs of a community are than the community? So fair trade is really about empowering communities to improve and giving them the tools and resources they need to do that through just compensation for their work. Why I think fair trade is so important is that consumption needs to be sustainable. So a lot of us love coffee, we love sugar, cocoa. There's a lot of products that we enjoy every single day, but if farmers aren't being paid properly, if the conditions to produce those products are not environmentally sustainable, over the long run, we're really going to run into some trouble sourcing these products. So one, as a consumer, if we want to ensure that the products we love are still available in 10, 15, 20, 30 years, investing in sustainable supply chains makes a lot of sense. And then two, as a socially conscious individual, it's great to know that the purchases I'm making are creating positive change in communities around the globe, as opposed to purchasing a product where people weren't paid fairly, which would contribute a negative change in communities around the world. So we really believe and see, because we see the concrete impacts of fair trade in communities around the world, that it's worth participating in, because through a simple purchase of a quality product, you can really change the lives of farmers, workers, and their entire communities.
I believe in fair trade because as a consumer, I can help improve the lives of farmers and workers in developing countries to get fair prices for their crops. And that to me is very important because I want to fight for social justice and economic justice so they can lift themselves out of poverty.
I believe in fair trade because it promotes equity in the trade with developing countries and is good for the environment.
My belief in fair trade is that it's a social justice. It's enabling people that are poverty-stricken and experience pain to rise out of the depth that they are in. And for this, San Francisco should be a part of it because it helps people. And that's what San Francisco is about. Throughout its history, it's been like this, and it should be like this for the future as well.
I believe in fair trade because I'm a consumer and I would like to buy sustainable products.
I believe in fair trade because I know that with every purchase made that bears the fair trade logo, I know that farmers in developing countries are receiving fair prices for their products as well as access to health care and can enrich their community. And I know that I have the power to lead, inspire a movement.
I believe in fair trade.
I believe in fair trade.
Yo creo en fair trade.
I believe in fair trade.
I believe in fair trade.
Ich glaube an fair trade.
אני מאמינה בfair trade.
I believe in fair trade.
I believe in fair trade.